好 as in 你好, 很好, simple as that. But if you think it's the only way to say 好, you're absolutely wrong. They call it learning, we say it's fun. Welcome to Fun Mandarin 玩中文。大家好, I'm Bryan. Some Mandarin characters are sneaky. We see them all the time and think we know how to say them. But many have more than one pronunciation. These are called 多音字. Today, we're going to look at 5 characters people often mispronounce. Let's start with 好. When 好 means good or works as an adverb, like very or so, we pronounce it 好. For example, how would you say so delicious in Mandarin? That's right, 好吃. Here, 好 is the third tone. But here's the twist. 好 can also be pronounced 好. When it changes to the fourth tone, the meaning changes too. Now it means to like or to have a tendency towards something. Take a look at this sentence. 我很吃. Would you say 好吃 or 好吃? If you say 好吃, it means I'm a foodie. 好 is the fourth tone here, meaning love or like. So 好吃 means love eating. But if you say 好吃, you're literally saying I'm delicious. More examples of 好. 好学. 学 means to study, to learn. So 好学 describes someone who is eager to learn. 好动. 动 means to move. So 好动 describes someone who is fond of activity or very active. 好玩. 玩 means to play, but here 好玩 can describe someone who is playful, mischievous, or likes to have fun. 好奇. 奇 means strange. So 好奇 describes someone who is very curious. We also say 好 in words like 爱好, 嗜好, 喜好. Moving on, let's talk about the second character. Do you pronounce it 长 or 长? Actually, both are correct. It just depends on the meaning. Let's find out with some examples. In 长短, 长 literally means long and 短 means short. So together, 长短 means length. In 长裤, 长 means long and 裤 means pants. So 长裤 means exactly long pants. Now we can see that when pronounced 长, it usually means long. It can describe physical length, distance, or even time. 长 can also mean good at something, as in 特长 or 长处. Let's take a look at the examples of 长. 长大 means to grow up, usually referring to humans growing up to adulthood. 生长 means to grow, commonly used for plants, animals, and biological growth processes. As you can see, 长 is a verb meaning to grow or to grow up. But wait, there's even more. Look at these examples. 长子, 长女, 市长, 校长. I bet you noticed right away that this character is pronounced 长 in these words. But here, 长 doesn't mean to grow. In 长子 and 长女, 长 means eldest, so 长子 is the eldest son. 长女 is the eldest daughter. In 市长, where 市 means city, 市长 means mayor. In 校长, 校 comes from 学校, meaning school, so 校长 means head teacher. Apparently, 长 can also mean leader or chief. So, depending on the context, 长 means long or good at, and 长 means to grow up, or eldest, senior, or leader, chief. Time for a challenge. Can you say this sentence correctly? Type your answer in the comments below. Next up, we got this character. Most of you might know it as 了, an aspect marker that follows a verb, as in 吃了, 看了, 去了. If this usage of 了 feels tricky, don't worry. I've covered the grammatical usage of 了 in another episode you can watch later. But today, we're focusing on another pronunciation of 了. Apart from 了, it is also pronounced 了, which means to understand clearly. For example, 了解, to understand. 一目了然, clear at a glance, easily understood without explanation. When pronounced 了, it can also mean to accomplish or to finish. For example, 责任未了. 责任 means responsibility, and 未 means not yet. So 未了 means not completed yet. 责任未了 means the responsibility is not yet fulfilled. There's another commonly used idiom, 不了了之. Let's break it down. 不了 means not completed. 了之 means to leave it unsettled. So, 不了了之 describes a situation where something is left unresolved or simply fizzles out. On the other hand, when 了 follows 的, it indicates possibility, meaning that something can be accomplished. For example, your friend wonders if you can carry all the books by yourself. You say, 我一个人搬得了. 我一个人搬得了. I can carry them on my own. But then he wants you to carry all of his books too. You respond with 我搬不了. 我搬不了. What does that mean? Exactly, it means I cannot carry them. When 了 follows 不 instead of 的, it means impossible. Try this one. Your family wants you to join them at the baseball game tonight, but you have to work. What should you say? Exactly, 我去不了, meaning I cannot make it. However, when we put these three characters together, 不得了, it has nothing to do with possibility. It often used as an exclamation of shock or alarm, similar to saying, "Oh no," in English. We'd also often add another 了 after 不得了 to make the reaction even stronger. The last 了 adds emphasis, so the whole phrase is 不得了了. For example, if you discover that your company's internet system has been hacked, you might break the news to your colleagues starting with 不得了了,不得了了. Besides expressing surprise, 不得了 can also be used after an adjective with 的 to show just how extreme something is. Kind of like saying extremely or incredibly in English. Let's look at an example. Getting a promotion made Alice extremely happy. 她高兴得不得了。高兴 means happy. To show just how happy Alice is, we add 的 after 高兴 and then use 不得了 to mean extremely. So 高兴得不得了 means extremely happy. After the promotion, Alice becomes extremely busy. How would you say it? That's right. 她忙得不得了。她忙得不得了。And since Alice balances her work and family so well, we can show our admiration by saying, 真是太了不起了。Can you guess how to pronounce these two 了? The first one is pronounced 了. In the phrase 了不起, it means extraordinary or amazing. The second one at the end of the phrase adds emphasis, so it is pronounced 了. It works the same way as the second 了 in 不得了了. Moving on, this character also has two pronunciations. We pronounce 为 in 为什么 Why? Literally, for what reason? 因为 because. Literally, reason for. 为了 for the sake of, in order to. But we pronounce it 为 in 行为 behavior, conduct. 成为 to become. 认为 to think that, to believe that. Can you spot how the pronunciation changes according to its meaning? A simple way to remember, when pronounced 为 as in 为什么 因为 and 为了 it usually refers to reason or purpose. On the other hand, 为 as in 行为成为 and 认为 implies behavior, to become, or to think that. Last but not least, this character probably the first Chinese conjunction you learned. It's pronounced 和, meaning and, which we use to connect two nouns, like 你和我猫和狗 In Taiwan, more people pronounce it 汉 than 和, even though both pronunciations are listed in the dictionary. Apart from being used as and, you'll also hear it in these common words. 和平 peace. 和气 kind and gentle in manner. 温和 mild, gentle, soft-tempered. As you can see, 和 often implies peace or harmony in words. It is also used in 总和, which means sum. If we shift the tone from second tone 和 to fourth tone 呵, the meaning changes again. 呵 carries the idea of to echo or to respond in harmony. For example, 附和 blindly agreeing. 唱和 harmonizing in singing or poetry. So far, this simple character already has 3 pronunciations, but there are 3 more common ones.
Wow!
When talking about the weather being warm, we say 暖和. where 火 is a neutral tone. Sounds like the first tone but shorter, 火. You also hear it in cooking with two pronunciations, 火 and 和. Both can refer to mixing ingredients, but the difference is subtle. 和, the second tone, implies mixing to make it stick together, like kneading flour and water into dough, such as 和面. But 和 is just mixing ingredients, like spices or sugar, without making them stick. For example, 把盐、糖、胡椒粉和在一起. Interestingly, in Taiwan, people usually don't make this distinction. Whether you're mixing to make it stick or not, 和 is the only pronunciation used. That's all for today. Remember to come back and practice with our daily quiz. And if you're interested in improving your Chinese characters, be sure to check out this episode later to see how the break and build method works. And join our newsletter 每周一字 Weekly Star Character to level up your Chinese word power. 谢谢收看 Fun Mandarin 玩中文，我们下次见。